Good morning, Mr. DeBoy.
Morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Very well.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so let's go on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan. Oh, no, wait, we don't have an attorney for, oh, we can just swear on. The state of Michigan versus Zachary White, 232156. And Detective Sergeant, your name for the record, please.
Your Honor, Detective Sergeant Ken Grote.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear for the testimony about to give this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And you may proceed on the warrant.
Saturday, September 30th, 2023, approximately 17:52 hours, Wyandotte officers were dispatched to 3447 16th Street in the city of Wyandotte. The caller, Taryn White, stated her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband pulled a knife on her and her sister-in-law and made threats to kill her. Officers arrived and spoke with Taryn, who stated her ex-husband, Mr. Zachary White, was sitting next door to her sister-in-law's house, blaring music. When she exited the house with her sister-in-law, Samantha exited the house. Mr. White exited his vehicle and brandished a large knife from his waistband and started waving it walking up the driveway towards them. Tara stated Zach was yelling at her and waving the knife in the air. Tara told officers that Zach White has texted her threats that he was going to kill her, and she is in fear that she is going to be harmed. Tara stated she was married to Zach for 6 years. They divorced. The divorce was final in February of this year, and they have 2 children together. Taryn stated that Zach has a drinking problem and makes threats to harm her when he is drunk. Tara showed officers and emailed copies of text messages from Zach to her, where Zach is threatening to kill her and put her under the ground. Officers spoke with Samantha, who stated the same as Tara, and she also stated Zach White pulled a large knife from the waistband and yelling at Tara and the kids while waving it in the air. Officer spoke with Jeremiah, who is Zach's brother, who is Samantha's husband, and he stated he heard the loud music, walked to the front of his house, and he saw his brother Zach exit the vehicle, approach Samantha and Tara and the kids, pulled a large knife from his waistband, holding it in the air and yelling he was going to end her and put her under the ground. Officer Barwig and Sadowski located Zachary at his residence and arrested him. They were not able to enter the house to recover the knife. Zachary was given a preliminary breath test at the police station with a result of 0.15 blood alcohol content. The text message Tara sent to the police department from Zach stated he is going to kill her. He is out for blood. He will kill her new boyfriend. She does not know what he's capable of. He will pistol whip the fuck out of her face. And if he decides to let her live, and he told her he could run, she could run, but she couldn't hide, but that won't save her life. He does have a prior domestic conviction out of Wyandotte, May 31st of 2022. It looks like the arrest was 12/30 of 20.
All right, thank you. All right, I thought the name was familiar. Upon examination completing witness that finding the offense is charged or committed, there's probable cause to believe the defendant committed those offenses. And so, Detective Sergeant, I'm just waiting for counsel to jump in here, and then we can complete the arraignment.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Let's go off the record for a moment. Okay, and so Mr. Westmoreland, are you there? Mr. Westmoreland? Here, let's see where he's at, please. So, oh, there he is. Okay. All right, we're going to go back on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Zachary White, 232156. And appearance, counsel?
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Zachary Wick.
Okay. And Mr. Wick, your name, please.
Zachary White.
Okay. And counsel,
At this time, Judge, we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading. Sir, you do have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you had an opportunity to speak with an attorney today, correct? Mr.
Correct.
White? Okay. All right, and I'm going to sign the order for court appointed attorney once you have it filled out. But never mind, it is filled out, it's right in front of me. All right, I have signed that. And sir, you also understand you have the right to be presumed innocent to proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And the court is entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf, scheduling this matter for probable cause conference for October 12th at 9:10 a.m. And Mr. Westmoreland asked to bond.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like you to know that my client lives in Wyandotte. He is gainfully employed full-time at AJN Packaging in Taylor. He's not currently on probation or parole. He has no pending matters at this time, no history of absconding from any honorable court. And after speaking with him at length this morning, he did assure me that he would be appearing at all future court dates. I did ask him if tested today, if he would test positive or negative for any drugs or alcohol not prescribed. And he did indicate to me that he would test negative for all drugs and alcohol. He does have one prescription that he would test positive for, but he does take that as prescribed. Taking that all into account, Judge, I would just simply ask for a low bond on behalf of my client.
All right, thank you. And Detective Sergeant Grote, your name again, please, for the record.
Sergeant Ken Grote.
All right, thank you. And as to bond detective.
Your Honor, with the threatening text messages showing up at the house with the large knife, the prior domestic, we believe Mr. White is probably a threat. 75,000, 10% with an alcohol tether and no contact with the victims.
Mr. White, who do you live with?
I just live alone.
Do you and your ex-wife have any children in common?
We do.
And how old are those children?
They're about to be 12, 7, and 2.
And where do they reside?
My eldest stays with my brother, and my other 2 stay with their mom. Due to past arguments, we did arrange a third party to meet with the kids, so that way we have visitations with the kids still through a third party. So, just so me and my ex wouldn't have any arguments.
And were the children at the home? And the date of this alleged offense?
They weren't, no, they were not at my house.
Were they at your ex-wife's house?
It was at my nephew's birthday party. The kids were not present during the incident.
Your Honor, our report reads that she was putting the kids in the car when this took place.
And does Mr. White's ex-wife, she resides at the home where the incident is alleged to have occurred, correct?
No, Your Honor, she lives in Monroe.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confusing myself. Sir, do you have any weapons at your home?
I do not. No guns, no knives.
And Sergeant Grote, who was the named victim in the domestic violence matter?
In this case, Your Honor, it is his ex-wife, Tara, and then his sister-in-law, Samantha.
I think, I'm sorry, the previous one, the one from 22.
I'm not sure. I couldn't pull that report up. It was in the old system.
Oh, okay. Mr. White, who was the named victim in that matter? Was it Taryn?
From the last one? No, that would have been my sister-in-law.
Samantha?
Yeah,
Is that yes?
yes, that would have been Samantha.
Okay. Based upon the allegations in this complaint. Well, hold on. Sir, July of 22 in Southgate, who was the named victim in that matter?
Oh, that would have been my brother.
Will that be Samantha's husband?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will note that the defendant has two prior assaultive incidents. Based on the nature of the charges in this matter, as well as what seems to be police contact with his own brother, his brother's wife, who is named as a victim in this matter as well. And based upon the threatening nature of the charges and the allegations therein, the court is going to indicate a $100,000 10% bond. In the event you post bond, sir, here are your bond conditions. Please listen carefully. If you do not understand something or you need me to repeat myself, please ask. You are not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses, Taryn White or Samantha White. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. Is that understood, sir?
Correct, understood.
All right. Is there currently a parenting time order?
I'm sorry?
Is there currently a parenting time order?
I'm supposed to have them on weekends. I've been working on weekends. So it's just kind of hearsay right now.
Hearsay? Sir, here's what I'm trying to find out. When is the last time that you had parenting time with your children?
I couldn't tell you, a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to make any exception for you to effectuate any parenting time with the children at this point. I'm not going to negate a judgment or a court order from the Third Circuit Court or the First Circuit Court, whichever county your judgment divorce was finalized in. However, you cannot have contact with Ms. White, not even to effectuate any parenting time. I have some serious concerns for the safety of a lot of your family members. And so I'm not going to permit you any contact to effectuate parenting time. You haven't exercised parenting time in the last couple of weeks, so it's going to also not occur this weekend. You're not to enter the premises at the home on 16th, nor at the victim's home in Monroe. Which Detective Sergeant Grote, if you have the address for that, if you can please provide that to Ms. Shaw in probation. We still have Ms. White's address on 16th. We just need to be able to have that to enter into the lien. You're not to purchase or possess any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. You're not to have any access to any firearms or any possession of any firearms and or any other weapons or ammunition. You're required to obtain a GPS tether. So you will have a restricted area. If you enter that area, you will be arrested. There will be a zone, an exclusion zone. Any questions?
Your Honor, what about the alcohol tether? It appears he has some issues with alcohol.
Alcohol tether also.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else?
Not this time, Your Honor.
I just have a question. Is this state charges, Your Honor, or is
Yes.
this city? Okay, just because if it was city, I would.
Okay, please put your appearance on the record, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Billy Joe Taylor, P number 82278. Just wanted to verify these are state charges in that city. The defendant in this matter was my client through the family court case.
Oh, okay, well, so, Mr. White, your attorney on your, is it Third Circuit Court?
It's First Circuit.
First Circuit in Monroe, okay,
Your Honor.
is present in court, and that's because she's the prosecuting attorney for the city of Wyandotte, and she happens to be here. So, she placed her appearance on the record, and this is a state case, so I don't find that there's any conflict, in this matter. Mr. Westmoreland, would you agree with that or disagree with that?
I agree, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
all right, thank you. Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, we're going to be on the record.